Well, ladies and gentlemen, Kamala Harris has been caught bringing the curtain down once again, this time at a rally in Greensboro. And I think she had two different rallies, one in Charlotte, one in Greensboro. In Charlotte, you can see a bunch of empty seats. Greensboro, they've blocked it off again. You can see the massive curtain coming down. And this is an everyday occurrence with Kamala. Well, it's not an everyday occurrence because she doesn't have rallies very much, but when she has them, you're going to bring the curtain down. You're going to block off all the empty seats because she simply cannot sell them out. And now the COPE has gotten so desperate. They've got buses lined up outside because they have to bus people in from other cities because she's just not in demand. Nobody really cares. So they have to get other people. Most of the people that go to these rallies, it's been reported, are the same people. They take them across the country to fill it up. It's all complete crap and it's totally fake. And now Kamala Harris is using all of Taylor Swift's songs when she goes out. It is a elitist charade that the everyday American is not falling for. We saw with Trump and how the firefighters reacted versus Biden. It just goes to show you that the middle class people, they support Trump. And all these people here, number one, they're so ashamed they have to hide the empty seats. And number two, most of these people, they're either being bussed in from other cities or other states because when you have these rallies, most of the time you're at a smaller city. It's hard to draw. You have to be a real hot ticket like Trump is, but Kamala Harris is just not. So this is like the sixth or seventh different occurrence. Whenever she goes to an arena, unless the arena only seats like 7 or 8,000, if it's a bigger arena that's like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17K, you're gonna see the curtains unless it's a crazy occasion where all of the bus, maybe they'll get like a world record number of buses to bus people in and fill up an arena of 18K. That might actually, you know what? I think we might be able to get that this election cycle. The Guinness World Record for most buses all lined up in a row, dropping people off to go to a Kamala Harris rally, and it gets almost 20,000. There's a rumor she's trying to set the world record for the most buses. Okay, guys? So we'll see if that ends up happening. We've got a general election national poll post-debate. What's the pollster? The Times, YouGov. So this was just a 2-day sample. Right. Wait, was this after the debate? Oh, yeah. I guess kind of after the debate, the 10th and the 11th. The 10th is before the debate, though, because the debate happened on the night of the 10th, and then the 11th is one day after. So it has Harris up by 1, and Trump still up by 4 when it comes to independents. When it comes to this election, I really wish I could say, oh, my goodness, all the polls, they're going to go for Trump 100%. It's going to be so easy. But the reality is a lot of these polls, right now it just seems like it's 50-50. It really does. And obviously that's good for Trump. We know that. But I'm just saying in general, the vibe I'm getting, this is not going to be something where it was like when it was Trump versus Biden, where even liberals were admitting, all right, Trump is going to win. Now, obviously, I still think Trump is going to win for sure. But I'm just saying in the general sentiment, get ready. It's going to be very likely it's 50-50. It's anyone's race because according to the polls and according to all of these swing states, it is very, very close. And it is. It's going to be a close election. We're a partisan country. There's a lot of people that hate Donald Trump a lot. But I think just at this point, with Trump being out of office for 4 years, Kamala Harris not being able to answer that first question during the debate. She got the first question, why are people better off right now than they were 4 years ago? And by the way, there actually is a legitimate answer if Kamala Harris wanted to spin it and use the pandemic and kind of say, well, look at what happened with Trump. And they do say that, but she didn't even say that. She just completely avoided the question because she knows when she's arguing the Trump administration versus her and Biden, if you're going to do it in good conscience and not include the 1 in a million pandemic, it's very obvious that the economy was significantly better under Trump. And then you've got this, tens of thousands lined up in 100-degree heat for Donald Trump. Kamala Harris was just exposed for having a never-ending line of buses at her rally. And so you can see all the people lining up for Trump's rally. And Trump made a big announcement yesterday, kind of branching off his no tax on tips policy, now saying there should be no tax on overtime. And it'll be interesting to see if she also steals that. I don't think she will, but it would be hilarious if she did also take that policy from Trump. Trump is thinking in his campaign, give credit to his strategists for thinking of these smaller things that have a good impact and are really, the no tax on tips was extremely positive. They had to steal it straight from Trump, which is a very embarrassing look, but they knew it was just such a good thing for Trump. And now he's got the no tax on overtime. So a lot of what Trump is doing is very, very good. And obviously, when it comes to, drawing big crowds, Trump is extremely good at that. The tolerant left, Trump hate display gets burned to the ground on a private farm in Alabama. That looks very nice. I like that, but of course, they've got to burn it. I mean, there it is, the tolerant left. They're at it again. We've got, this is Kamala Harris's rally. I don't know. It's hard to say. This could have been taken before the event, but you can see all of just the empty seats. This had to have been taken before the event. There's no way, because that's a small, very small arena. It looks like that's an arena of like 4,000, maybe like 3,000. It just looks like a very small arena going around, but that's Harris's event. GPS 5,000 mobile devices at Kamala Harris rally in Charlotte, North Carolina on Thursday afternoon. It appears over 3,600 came from Georgia, mainly Atlanta. So it looks like more than half. So I guess that was an arena with a capacity of around 5,000, or maybe just not enough people showed up, but more than half were from Georgia. I mean, I don't know how you can get these numbers. It seems like this might, I don't know, mainly Atlanta, Georgia. Approximately 700 came from Savannah, Georgia. It wouldn't surprise me at all. It's a total fake campaign. We've got this account. This is called Patriot Takes. So it's like a liberal account. It's funny because their own account name would be deemed racist by their own supporters. But their account name is Patriot Takes, and they say, Trump signs American flag, violates code on 9/11. And these are liberals saying that Trump violated a code signing a flag on September 11th. Well, no, I think what they're thinking is Trump didn't burn it, so that violated the code, right? Because Trump didn't burn it. Because remember all the liberals saying the American flag is racist, but now for 3 months they love the American flag. They love it, guys. They don't want the independent vote. They're real Americans. They love our founding fathers. They love what the country stands for. Patriotism, yes. And then when the election's over, and they win or lose, whatever, they go back to saying everything about America is racist. It was built by white men. We're all terrible. We all need to have this horrible guilt. It's really bad. But for 3 months, they need your vote. They need your vote. And so, Trump is being so bad. He's violating the flag. And these are the same people. That's the party that pulled down in Washington, D.C., 3 massive American flags, burned them on the ground, and replaced them with Palestine flags. And raised them. That's what happened. It's the same thing that happened in France. It's like a takeover. It's like when you get conquered, just like the USSR with Nazi Germany. When they take them over, they put the Soviet flag on top of the Reichstag. That's what this is. And these people, Trump is violating the American flag code. Oh my God. I know he didn't burn it. I know it's shocking. Because that's probably their code. You need to burn every American flag you've seen, except when it's election time. Then we need to appeal to independent people. That's the same thing with immigration, right? When it's election time, we want to secure the border, guys. Don't worry about the 15, 20 million illegals already in the country that we're going to give amnesty. That's all right. We're going to secure the border. No, it's all right. It's not. There are all the buses. They claim this is for security. They don't even hide it anymore. It's impossible to hide because it's like, what do? You can't drop these people off around the corner because that's just embarrassing. So they've got to bus all the people in. According to the GPS data, most of them from another state like Georgia, the big population centers like Savannah and Atlanta. And so they've got these just buses lined up. And at this point, their campaign's just like, we don't even care anymore. We don't care about optics. We know she can't draw. Everyone knows it. We're done. We don't care. And so I think that's what they're saying. And now they're saying, it's for security. They put buses out in the front and it's for security. That's what they say. But either way, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow me on X. Link to that's always in the description.